I was asked by Tony at very short notice to chat to you about some membership analysis that I did over the last couple of weeks. I thought it was time that we tackle some of the urban myths, what I thought were urban myths about the size of our club and how many members we got. And I just thought I'd throw it out to you and see what you think. So any guesses as to how many members that we actually have in the club? I'm talking about not associate and not honorary.
144.
100. Okay, it's actually 132. So just update some of those stories, because I kept hearing, for the last 2 years I've heard the number 160, and I felt it was accurate 2 years ago, but it's not now. So it's 132. How many associate members do we have?
2. 3. 5.
4. So we have 4 associate members. Okay, how many associate members have resigned this Rotary year? 5. Okay, how many ordinary members have resigned this Rotary year? 27. Okay, guys. So, what have we got? Right. How many members have signed up this year? 5. Okay, of which 1 is an associate, and we love them, but you know, they're associates. No, we love them. I'm just saying that they're called associates. I didn't mean anything by it. It was 2 offhand, sorry. So, what's the average age of current members?
65. 55. 59.
63. So that's the average age. And of the 4 new members who supplied their birthdays, 1 didn't. Average age?
43.
57. Average age of the members who resigned? 56. We needed those people. Right. Average age of the ordinary members who resigned? 59. But average age of the associate members who resigned was 43. That's right. So an early piece of analysis, if you've hung in there with me, is that we need to hang on to our associate members, and we've lost some associate members. They're exactly in the target group that we're after. Right. Average number of members who roll up every week for lunch?
75.
Who says 75? Excellent, 75 smack bang. So that's the average number of people. So out of 132, 75 are rolling up every week. Right, I'm going to finish with some Pareto analysis on the age, and then I've just got some things I want to update you on what the membership committee is doing in the absence of Martin being his old stand-in for Martin. So how many members have we got under 30 years old in the club? 1. How many between 30 and 40? 3. I was planning to put this in the proper slide set, but you know, it was too good a moment to not share it with you. How many members between 41 to 50?
8.
There's only 13 of us. I don't know what you're going on about, because I just turned 47, so you know, I might look older and more mature than my age. Right. 51 to 60, how many members? Yeah, 34. 61 to 70? That's our apex in terms of numbers, 56 members between 61 to 70. 71 to 80? 19. And over 80? 10. So you can see that, again, if you've been able to do that in your head visually, you'll see that we've got quite a number of members in the 61 to 70, 71 to 80 and over 80. We've got 85 members in that group. So you can see that, you know, if I was being a bit rough, I guess, with my analysis, I would say that we've had a good sized club, and we've probably been at a stable size for a number of years. And it's possible that if you look at the number, well, not possible, it's definite that when you look at the numbers that we probably haven't got enough say late 30s, 40s, and maybe say 50s coming through. So if you wonder why there's an emphasis on that group, it's not because we don't like our older members. We are all hopefully planning to be one day, and so there's no issues there. It's just about trying to get some numbers in those other age groups. Right, that's the membership analysis. So from now on, if you could please just update the 160 number. We are not a 160 member club. We are a 132 member club until further notice.
What's the male-female distribution?
Oh, I couldn't work that out from the names. No, I don't know, Peter. Sorry, I'm only joking. I didn't do that analysis, and if need be, I can do that analysis. Yeah, okay, cool. Ethnicity, I'm going to depend on surnames, and sexual preference, I've got no idea. So, right. Yeah. I just wanted you to regret asking me a question, Peter. That's all. So I just want to give you an update on membership committees, the membership committee. Martin is the chair. I've joined that committee temporarily just to sort of develop some collateral that we'd like to model with all the other committees. So one of the things that Martin was able to do with the rest of the committee was to develop a sub-strategy to support the overarching strategy that we have in place. He's also produced the terms of reference, which for some of you in the room who received an email from me yesterday, we're quite keen to sort of replicate that across the various committees. So there's 4 things that are on the action plan for the recruitment committee this Rotary year, which finishes obviously at the end of, is it June? June, yeah. The first is a recruitment drive. I've taken responsibility for doing a recruitment drive. So on May 26th, Tony has agreed that we will conduct a recruitment drive in this meeting for about 20 minutes. And so we'll be meeting as a committee soon to plan for that occasion. And so what I'd like to ask you in advance of May 26 is if you've got any lists. Richard, you've had a couple floating in your outbox or sent folder. And if anybody's got any lists of businesses or people or whatever they want to share, send them to me, send them to Martin, send them to Tony, and we'd love to throw that into the mix, and we'll take you through the process on May 26 on how we're going to do a big recruitment drive. I've also put together a process around exit interviews. So most of you would know from business that when a person leaves an organisation, we tend to ask them questions as to why they left. Could we have done things better? Were there reasons irrelevant or relevant to why they left? And so we've now set up an exit interview form, and we've conducted 2 of those now with our last 2 resignations. And that's going to become part of the standard process. That data will be collected and become the responsibility of Bev Ann Jennings, and then she will produce a report every month, aggregated, that will go to the board and explain any pertinent or relevant reasons as to why people are moving on from the club, and see if we can learn from that. Martin's taking responsibility to set up the I don't know how to pronounce it. It's not Emirates, because that's the airline. Emeritus, thank you. The Emeritus membership, which he'll come back to you guys with a bit more detail. And Ramsey, who I believe is about to get up and do the 5-minute... No, he's not. Okay.
I was bumped.
You were bumped. Okay. So Ramsey's taking responsibility and has produced some material to improve the way we market for new members. So in other words, producing a PDF or a brochure of some sort, updating the website with Francis, a brochure that maybe you guys could pass on to people who are interested, to give them a bit of a simple, brief overview of what membership at the Rotary means. So I'm going to finish up now, but just the last thing I want to say is I would ask you to maybe have a think now. Maybe 132 has brought to your mind, front of your minds, that we do want members, and that we have we're down 22 this financial year. If even at 160, it was a little bit unsustainable in terms of financially, so we do need more members. And if we are going to hit any targets going forward, and with our current attrition, we'd have no club in about 6 years. So we've just got to remember that. Thank you.